The Father Christmas podcast with Kim. And Father Christmas, of course.
In association with Mike FX microphone sleeves, loved by professional artists all around the world.
It's the Father Christmas podcast. It is now 1 week today until Christmas Eve. Oh. How exciting, Father Christmas. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
Oh, certainly. Yes, it is getting more and more exciting.
Now, busy week. We spoke last week about the production line. We talked about the elves. They've got the lists in. They've got the presents going. They're probably pretty much all wrapped now, I would imagine.
Yes, most of the presents are completely wrapped and ready for putting onto the sleigh for delivery. There are a few late ones that come in, and we can always cope right up, really, to the last minute. We are very, very efficient here in Lapland. We really are.
You mentioned that they're all lined up and ready to go on the sleigh, but that sleigh needs to get around the world. And I know that there's a lot of magic involved, but it's not just magic. There are some very, very special animals that help you out, aren't there?
Oh, yes. Our wonderful team of reindeer. No other animal could do it. They are just wonderful.
Tell me a little bit about the reindeer.
Well, they're lovely animals. I don't know whether you've seen reindeer. They're very used to living in the cold of Lapland. So they're quite hairy animals. During the spring, we do, as I said, we clean them down and make them happy. But we've got loads of them. Our chief reindeer, of course, is Donna. Donna is a lady who's been with us for many, many years, and she leads our main sleigh team. We pair Donna with Blitzen. Now, Blitzen can be quite a mischievous reindeer, and I have to be very careful, because if they hear through our public addressed tannoy system in the warehouse, they may well hear and will come up and find out what's happening, which is always a problem, because they are not working, so they're up to mischief.
Oh, dear.
Invariably, they're always up to mischief. Prancer is the one who does that, as her name implies. She is like a ballerina on the sleigh, makes lovely dances, bouncing up and down in the sleigh. Dancer is the other. Very, very Dancer is lovely. You see, Blitzen and Dancer quite often dance together. Oh. Beautiful movement. That lovely Darcy Bustle would be envious. She really would. Now, our navigating reindeer is Comet. Comet uses an inbuilt GPS system to get around the world. It's very, very clever. But Comet does it so well. We have never missed out on an address ever, which is really quite good. Now, the other reindeer that we have Cupid. Cupid, she is an absolute sweetie. She really is. She's one of, I hate to say this, and I'm not insulting the other reindeer, she's probably the most pretty reindeer we have. Cupid is lovely, and she loves everyone anyway. Dasher is actually a bit like Blitzen. He tends to go, right, we have to get the job done. Very, very imperative about getting the job done is Dasher. Vixen is the one who always has a smile on her face and carries on smiling regardless of what she's doing, and sometimes loses concentration and can actually put the sleigh off track a bit, which, of course, a Comet rectifies immediately. And, of course, the main reindeer of them all is Rudolph.
You're listening to the Father Christmas podcast.
In association with Mike FX microphone sleeves, loved by professional artists all around the world.
Rudolph is the daddy of the reindeer. Lovely, lovely boy. Really is lovely. And it is true. He does have a red nose. When he's travelling so fast, his nose glows.
That's incredible. Does he help you light the way?
Yes, he can do, although we don't need him to light the way, because we have Comet who's guiding us with his GPS system, whatever that may be. But it works very well. Sometimes we get some aircraft and a little bit of space debris around us when we're travelling from continent to continent at such high speeds. And, of course, the red nose does signify to any of the other things around there that there is another being there and can alter course. It all works very, very well, you see. Yes,
It does, doesn't it?
We have it very well organised. It is an amazing time of year, it is. But if you look back at Christmas, I mean, you go back to, the time of Oliver Cromwell. Now, if you remember your history books, Oliver Cromwell was quite a significant man in English history. But in 1647, he banned Christmas.
What?
He banned Christmas, that Oliver Cromwell. He considered feasting and revelry immoral on a holy day. The ban didn't last for that many years, may I say.
Good.
There are some interesting facts about Christmas. I mean, Christmas crackers. When do you think they were invented?
Oh, maybe 10 years ago.
No.
Oh.
In 1847.
Wow.
A gentleman by the name of Thomas Smith. He invented Christmas crackers.
I'm so glad he did, because I love a Christmas cracker on the dinner table.
Yes, but do you know how long the biggest Christmas cracker has been?
No.
63 meters.
Wow, that's incredible. I bet that had good gifts in it and a massive Christmas cracker joke.
I would like to know how many people it take to pull it.
Yeah, I would too.
Quite a lot. 63 meters. Pulling 63 meters would take a lot of people. Even my elves would struggle with that.
We should maybe talk about what it is that you like to have a little tipple of on Christmas Eve. I mean, we're a week away now. We should start planning these things so we're ready. And not just for you, but the reindeer as well. It's important that we make sure you've got enough fuel to keep you guys going through the night.
Oh, yes. We have to have enough fuel. It's for myself, a little glass of cognac or brandy, or a whiskey, and a sherry, just a small little schooner or so, and a mince pie, and perhaps some shortbread biscuits, and a cheese and tomato sandwich. Or perhaps, yes. No, that's becoming greedy, isn't it? But for the reindeer... We mustn't forget the reindeer are the people who are putting in all the effort to bring all the presents to all the wonderful children around the world. And the reindeer love to chomp on a carrot. They love carrots. You can actually give them sprouts. They do like that sort of vegetation. You can give them vegetables like that. The trouble is with the sprouts.
Let's not talk about what happens with the sprouts.
Yes,
and
it
the
can
reindeer.
be. Although at speed, it's not too bad. Yes, it's a little bit of sustenance as we travel through. You would like to have a tea break during your work, surely. We need a little bit of a munch break every so often. So if you could leave something out, that would be lovely.
Well, we're getting prepared. We're 1 week away. I'm very, very confused, as I'm sure many of the boys and girls are, about how you're actually going to manage to get around the whole world. But we're going to talk about how you do that next week, because I know that you've cleared some time on Christmas Eve to actually talk to us.
Yes, we have. Yes. But, Kim, it wouldn't be Christmas for us, and that includes the elves and the reindeer, without a visit or a talk to your good self. Kim, we would miss you at Christmas.
Well, I miss you too, but we're going to catch up next week on Christmas Eve, and I can't wait to speak to you then.
Kim, I wholeheartedly look forward to it. Love it.
I love you, Father Christmas.
The Father Christmas podcast has teamed up with Tonybox, a new audio system that changes the way children listen to stories and music. It's like nothing you've ever heard before.
It's intuitive, like child's play. The easy-to-use Tonybox is perfect for all children from the age of 3 who want to listen, learn and laugh, where and whenever they feel like it.
The Father Christmas podcast is also proud to support the Firefighters charity. They need to raise urgent funds to help support the fire service community with mental, physical and social support throughout their lives. You can get involved with the Fire Family Christmas campaign and take part in your own Santa Dash to help fundraise. All the details are in the podcast notes.